There's one thing most of us don't notice. The body doesn't get weaker for one big reason. It gets weaker because of very small details, almost invisible. One day, you need an extra handrail to stand up. Another day, you realize carrying a frying pan requires a break halfway through. And then there are days when just walking from your front door to the car leaves you feeling exhausted. If your body were a car, perhaps you wouldn't need to fix the engine. You just need to clean the dirt accumulating daily in the fuel lines, clogging the thrust, hindering the strength you still hold within. And that dirt, in medicine, has a name: chronic inflammation due to aging or inflammaging. It's a type of small but prolonged reaction in the immune system that occurs as we get older. It doesn't cause fever or noticeable pain, but it erodes muscle, weakens mobility, and gradually makes us lose our independence. The good news is, science today not only recognizes it, but has also found a way to intervene from something very familiar, already available in your kitchen. A golden spice, not just to make food more appealing, but also to soothe the very thing that's silently destroying your muscles every day. Turmeric, with its natural compound called curcumin. In this video, we'll explore why your body doesn't just get weaker simply because you get older. Why curcumin is recognized by the World Health Organization and many studies as a potent anti-inflammatory agent. And most importantly, how you can use turmeric at home the right way to start changing that. Just one small step, consistently every day, is sometimes all you need. You eat regularly, you try to stay active, you don't skip breakfast. Yet, you still feel yourself weakening day by day. You're not alone. This is happening to millions of people over 60. And it's not because you're not trying. It's because there's a silent process occurring inside, one that most people don't even realize until it has already taken a significant toll on their strength. After age 50, the body loses about 1 to 2% of its muscle mass each year. By age 70, you may have lost up to 30% of your strength without any warning pain. There are no loud alarms. Scientists call this condition sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and previously it was thought to come solely from inactivity or insufficient protein intake. But now research has pointed to another cause, more subtle, more dangerous, and more common: chronic inflammation due to aging, inflammaging. This is when the immune system no longer clearly distinguishes between bad guys and good guys. It starts sending inflammatory signals everywhere, even without infection or injury. It's as if a faulty alarm system is constantly blaring silently. This inflammation doesn't cause pain or make you feel sick, but it keeps the body in a state of constant, low-grade stress. And the consequence is reduced ability to regenerate muscle after activity, accelerated breakdown of muscle tissue, damage to mitochondria, the powerhouses that create energy for muscles. And it prevents the body from retaining absorbed protein. Even if you eat enough, even if you exercise, in that environment, muscle still continues to be lost. Imagine your body as a garden. Every time you eat enough protein and exercise, you're planting seeds and watering. But if the soil underneath is saturated with salt, the plants still can't grow. Chronic inflammation is that hidden salt in your body. It doesn't allow muscle plants to thrive as you expect. So the important question is no longer, what should I exercise? What should I eat to maintain muscle? Instead, it's, what do I need to do to soothe the internal environment of my body so that exercise and eating can be effective? And this is where modern science begins to re-examine things that seem very simple, like a golden spice that has been present in dishes for hundreds of years. Not a dietary supplement, not a special medication, just something that might already be on your kitchen shelf. We'll talk about its true effects in the next section. Try to imagine your body like a computer. After many years of operation, it's not broken, but it starts to slow down, not due to missing components, not because you stopped using it, but because the system is overloaded with silent background tasks, things you don't see, but still make the machine run sluggishly. With the body, chronic inflammation is similar. Not loud, not attention-grabbing, but constantly draining energy, interfering with self-repair capabilities, and preventing muscles from recovering as they once did. And this is where a small compound called curcumin steps in. Curcumin is the main component that gives turmeric its yellow color. But what makes it special isn't its color, it's its ability to turn off wrong inflammatory signals. just like you turn off background programs on your computer to make it run smoothly again. In numerous studies, curcumin has been shown to reduce levels of IL-6, TNF-alpha, and NF-kappa B, inflammatory substances that cause muscle destruction, stabilize mitochondrial activity, helping muscles produce energy more efficiently, soothe background inflammatory responses, creating conditions for muscle tissue to regenerate after exercise. In other words, curcumin doesn't create muscle, but it helps your body create the conditions to retain what it's losing. A systemic review published in 2023 in the journal Nutrients analyzed 12 studies, including 4 human RCTs and 8 preclinical studies, concluding that curcumin can inhibit muscle-degenerating cytokines, IL-6, TNF-alpha, protect mitochondria, and inhibit muscle protein breakdown genes like atrogin-1 and MURF1, which are 2 ringleaders in age-related muscle atrophy. Additionally, in a controlled clinical study published in 2021 in the Journal of Medicinal Food, 50 people aged greater than or equal to 65 were given Curiate, an easily absorbed form of curcumin, at a dose of 500 milligrams per day for 12 weeks. The results recorded: hand grip strength increased by 7%, heavy object lifting strength increased by 6%, walking speed improved, and notably, CRP levels, an inflammatory marker, significantly decreased. Furthermore, the World Health Organization, WHO, has included curcumin in its list of safe natural active compounds in the WHO Monographs on Selected Medicinal Plants, 1999, with a clear anti-inflammatory mechanism through the inhibition of cyclooxygenase, lipoxygenase, and other basic inflammatory molecules. The conclusion is, when curcumin is absorbed correctly, your body will know how to recover on its own. No need to force it with high doses. Just the right person, the right form, and the right method is enough to soothe the silent fire that's taking away your strength. But there's one thing you need to remember: simply eating a lot of turmeric isn't effective. Curcumin in turmeric is very difficult to absorb, especially in older adults. If used incorrectly, your body may only absorb less than 5% of the curcumin present in turmeric. Therefore, the next section will help you know exactly how to truly help turmeric work effectively, how to combine it correctly from your familiar kitchen without needing medication. Imagine you have an old radio. It still works, but you need to tune it to the correct frequency to hear clearly. If you adjust it slightly off, you'll only hear static. Curcumin in turmeric is like that. It has great potential, but if you don't tune to the right frequency, your body won't receive any signal at all, and unfortunately, many people are using turmeric every day, yet still weakening little by little, simply because turmeric isn't being used correctly. Curcumin is an active compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties, but it's not water-soluble. It's unstable in the digestive environment, and it's difficult for it to pass through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream. The result is, if you just stir turmeric into hot water each morning and drink it, almost all the curcumin will be eliminated by the liver before it even reaches your muscles. If you boil turmeric in a simmering pot for over 30 minutes, most of the curcumin will have lost its activity. Many older Americans have tried drinking turmeric powder or adding it to salads daily, only to be disappointed because they didn't see any changes. It's not because turmeric isn't effective. It's because curcumin never reaches where it needs to go. So, how can you help turmeric get on the right track? You don't need special equipment. You don't need complex formulations. Just remember 3 simple home principles, scientifically proven to increase curcumin absorption by tens of times. 1. Add a pinch of black pepper. Black pepper contains a substance called piperine, which helps inhibit the liver from eliminating curcumin too quickly. Simply put, it keeps curcumin in the bloodstream longer, long enough for the body to use it. A study from 1998 showed that when curcumin was combined with just 20 milligrams of piperine, a very small amount of black pepper, the amount of curcumin in the blood increased by over 2,000%. You don't need to measure precisely. Just remember, when using turmeric, add a pinch of black pepper. Don't worry, your dish won't taste spicy, but you've just helped turmeric work to its fullest potential. 2. Combine with good fats. Curcumin is fat-soluble, not water-soluble. Therefore, if you drink turmeric with plain water, the effect is almost zero. Instead, add turmeric to dishes that contain healthy fats, such as olive oil, coconut oil, nut butters, almond peanut, Egg yolks, whole milk or unsweetened full-fat nut milk. You don't need much. Just 1 teaspoon of natural fat in your meal is enough for curcumin to catch the wave. 3. Don't cook for too long at high heat. Curcumin loses stability when cooked for too long at high temperatures. Therefore, instead of boiling turmeric for 30 minutes in a stew pot, you can add turmeric to the dish after it's already cooked. Sprinkle turmeric powder on roasted vegetables. Warm turmeric milk to a gentle temperature. Don't boil it. This method helps you retain the active compounds, preserve a mild flavor, and is especially easy to maintain. In summary, turmeric doesn't need to be used in large amounts, nor does it need to be expensive. It just needs a pinch of pepper, a little fat, and a gentle cooking method, and you've opened the door for curcumin to truly help your body. After learning the 3 principles to make curcumin work effectively, you might be asking, which dish should I start with? Are there any easy recipes that aren't too turmeric-y? The answer is, there are many. Turmeric doesn't have to be the main ingredient. Just a subtle presence in familiar dishes, combined the right way, is enough for you to see a difference over time. If you're looking for ways to use turmeric daily without making drastic changes to your diet, I have some very easy-to-follow suggestions. These dishes are gentle, help turmeric play its proper role, and are especially suitable for older adults. 1. Mashed sweet potatoes with turmeric and olive oil. This is a soft and gently sweet option, great for anyone with digestive issues or sensitive teeth. Just boil or bake 2 sweet potatoes until tender. Mash them with half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. For a richer flavor, you can add a little salt and a pinch of cinnamon. This dish works well as a dinner side, replacing mashed potatoes, or served with grilled chicken breast or lentil stew. It's filling and naturally supports digestion and curcumin absorption. 2. Couscous salad with turmeric lemon dressing. This salad is light, easy to store, and perfect for days you want a cold meal or to prep ahead. Cook 1 cup of couscous according to package directions. Mix with some diced cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and a small handful of cilantro or parsley. For the dressing, pre-mix 2 tablespoons of olive oil, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, a pinch of black pepper, and a bit of salt to taste. When drizzled over the couscous, you'll taste a very subtle turmeric flavor, enough for the health benefits, but not so strong it overpowers the salad. This can be a light main meal or a side. Store in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. 3rd, turmeric ginger tofu stir fry. If you're looking for something light, tasty, and easy, this is a great choice. It provides ideal plant-based protein for vegetarians or those who eat less meat, is easy to digest, subtly fragrant, and very versatile. You can combine it with vegetables, brown rice, or vermicelli noodles. Simply cut tofu into blocks and pan-fry with a tablespoon of oil until golden. While the tofu cooks, prepare a sauce with turmeric, a little grated ginger, a touch of honey for sweetness, low-sodium soy sauce for a clean, savory taste, and don't forget a pinch of black pepper. It warms the stomach and helps curcumin absorb better. Once the tofu is golden, pour the sauce into the pan and stir gently until it thickens and coats each piece. Serve hot with brown rice or steamed vegetables. It's easy to eat, feels light, and is nutritious. If you prefer something cool and light for breakfast or a snack, this is both convenient and beneficial. Just take a container of plain Greek yogurt, add a little turmeric powder, a tiny pinch of black pepper, and some honey to taste. Top with fresh banana, apple, or a few blueberries. Finish with a tablespoon of flax seeds or chia seeds. No cooking required, just mix and enjoy. The plant-based fats from the flax seeds combined with the live cultures in the yogurt will help your body absorb curcumin much better than turmeric alone. 5. Warm turmeric pear smoothie. If the weather is chilly or you experience bloating or indigestion, try this warm smoothie instead of a cold one. It's gentle, easy to drink, and very soothing in the evening. Blend 1 ripe pear or an apple with a cup of unsweetened nut milk. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a little black pepper, and a tablespoon of almond butter or coconut oil. After blending until smooth, warm it gently. Do not boil. You'll have a drink that aids digestion, promotes good sleep, and optimizes curcumin absorption while your body rests. To consistently use turmeric daily without feeling bothered, just pick 1 or 2 familiar dishes, like turmeric milk before bed or a bowl of turmeric yogurt in the morning, and repeat them weekly. Once you're used to it, you can change with the seasons. Cool salads for summer, warm smoothies for cold days. If the turmeric smell is initially a bit strong or unfamiliar, start with a small amount, then gradually increase it. Your body will adapt. The important thing is not to use a lot, but to use it consistently, a little bit every day, but correctly and in a way that suits you. Turmeric isn't a cure-all, but almost everyone can find a suitable way to incorporate it. No single solution works for everyone, and turmeric, though very valuable, is no exception. Some people need extra support because they're on medication, others want to include turmeric in a vegan lifestyle, and some are sensitive to turmeric or are looking for a stronger form due to already declining health. The important thing isn't to follow the majority, but to understand what your body needs, then choose the most appropriate method. If you're taking medication, especially blood thinners, anti-inflammatory drugs, or certain types metabolized by the liver, curcumin can potentially increase the effects of these drugs. If you're on warfarin, high-dose aspirin, ibuprofen, or other daily prescription medications, this is something to be aware of. If you only use turmeric as a spice a few times a week, the risk is negligible. However, if you plan to take curcumin capsules at a dose of 500 milligrams per day or more, discussing it with your doctor beforehand is essential. This isn't because turmeric is harmful, but because curcumin itself can enhance the effectiveness of your current medication, and that needs to be carefully monitored. Turmeric is an excellent choice for anti-inflammatory support and muscle health in a plant-based diet. However, for curcumin to be effective, your body still needs some healthy fat for better absorption. A little coconut oil, seed oil, nut butter, or full-fat nut milk will help immensely. And don't forget black pepper, just a tiny pinch, but it significantly boosts absorption. You don't need fancy recipes, just turn familiar dishes into turmeric-infused versions, like almond pear turmeric smoothies, baked tofu marinated with turmeric sesame oil black pepper, or a morning bowl of turmeric banana nut butter oatmeal. Each of these simple dishes, if prepared correctly, will yield positive effects over time. Some people may experience bloating, heartburn, or mild discomfort after consuming turmeric. If this happens to you, try starting with a very small amount, about 1/8 of a teaspoon per serving. Use it every other day, and always take it after a main meal to avoid irritation. Combine it with easily digestible foods like thin porridge, warm nut milk, or whole grain bread. If your body still doesn't adapt after a few weeks, it's okay to temporarily stop. You can switch to other ingredients with mild anti-inflammatory properties like ginger, cinnamon, or black garlic. You might also consider bio-enhanced curcumin capsules, which are designed to be less irritating, but always consult a healthcare professional first. For those whose health has significantly declined, such as feeling tired climbing stairs, needing to use a hand to stand up, or experiencing rapid muscle loss, curcumin in capsule form at a dose of 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day can be an effective supportive solution. Ideally, choose a type that has been shown to have high bioavailability, such as Mariva, Curiant, or a form with added piperine. However, you don't need to start at a high dose immediately. Start low, increase gradually, and always listen to your body. And no matter the dose, remember, curcumin truly works best when consumed with a meal containing some healthy fats, sufficient protein, and a little gentle exercise every day. No matter which group you belong to, the most important thing is, understand your body and choose your own way to incorporate turmeric. It might be a small pill after breakfast. It might be a warm smoothie before bed. It might be a dish in your familiar kitchen. You don't need to be like anyone else. As long as it suits you, that's enough to start a correct journey. You don't need a miracle. You just need one right thing, repeated long enough. A pinch of turmeric in your breakfast. A small spoonful in your smoothie. A simple choice, but consistent, to help your body retain what's most valuable: stability, independence, and the feeling that you're still in control of yourself every day. Curcumin isn't magic, but it's an opportunity. An opportunity for you to untangle those inflammatory signals inside so your muscles don't continue to silently weaken. And so every step, however slow, still carries confidence. You don't need to do anything grand. You just need to tell your body, I'm still here and I'm still trying. Turmeric doesn't come from the doctor's office. It comes from the very kitchen you step into every morning. No elaborate planning needed. No big expenses. Just one small action, repeated enough times, and you'll see a difference. Not in one day, but in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, your body will start responding with very small, but very real signs. You stand up without needing to hold on. You feel less tired after walking. You realize you can do something. That felt overwhelming just a month ago. The journey of recovery isn't loud. It happens in your kitchen, on your dining table, In the small choices no one sees. And if you're still watching at this moment, I believe that you still possess something incredibly powerful, the belief that you can change. If this content resonated with you, please share it with your loved ones. A friend who is gradually weakening but doesn't know why. A family member who is losing their freedom but thinks it's something they just have to endure. And please come back if you need a reminder. Because your body, no matter how many years have passed, still has the ability to recover, as long as you give it a chance. If this video was helpful, please share it with your loved ones, those who might be weakening but don't know why. They might just need a reminder, like the one you received today. Leave a comment below. What dish are you planning to start with turmeric first? I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to stay connected, please subscribe to the channel so we can meet again in future videos where I'll continue to share simple, practical ways to help you maintain your health in the gentlest way possible.